Hi everyone, thank you so much for stopping by my channel and hanging out with me for another video. So today's video, we are getting back in the kitchen. I've had a lot of requests and a lot of people have commented, where are your cooking videos? I really miss your cooking videos. I love seeing your cooking videos to give me some inspiration to cook different things. Well, today we are getting back in the kitchen and I have a ton of very different recipes to share with you guys, featuring a very special product that I will share with you a little bit later on in this video. It's going to be a bit tricky to eat because it's quite big. Ooh! Some corn cheese for me. And I will put the chili. Okay guys, so I hope you're all hungry after seeing that. I did get quite a few requests on how to make that tuna sushi that I shared in a vlog recently when it was Riley's 10th birthday. This is one of Riley's absolute favorite recipes, especially the tuna mix that goes into it. He is home from school this week. He has only been to school 2 days of his first year of grade 5 because he's been home with an injury, poor little thing. So I have been just kind of trying to make his favorite recipes and just spend a lot of quality time with him. One thing that we do definitely bond over is food. We both love eating, so I've been making all of his favorite things, and this is the recipe on how to make that particular tuna mix. It's actually a recipe from an old workplace of mine. It is from about 20 years ago when I used to work in this cafe bakery. It was a sandwich filling. So it is basically a can of really good quality tuna, some chopped up pickles. We like the sweet and sour kind. They work really well for this recipe. Some very finely diced red onion, a little bit of vinegar, or I use the pickle juice from the pickle jar, mayo and lemon, and you just mix the quantities to get it to a paste like this. So it depends on how big of a can of tuna you're using, and you kind of just have to play it by ear. So you could see I used half a small red onion and I think 6 pickles for that 400 gram size can of tuna. We then just make the avocado filling for the kind of open sushis. He loves sushi, but we didn't have any flat nori rolls in the large size, so we just used the snack size seaweed. Now comes the fun fiddly part, and it is using the molds to make the sushi shapes. You can use molds and make shapes. I ended up just making some plain little rectangle freeform ones. I need to get either a square or rectangle shape to make my life a lot easier. And now for the super delicious part, this Kim Nori Korean crispy seaweed topping, which I was kindly gifted and who are working with me on this video. This is absolute deliciousness in a packet, and it just takes all your little recipes up to that next level. They sent me 4 different flavors to try out. There is original, chili, seafood, and my absolute favorite, barbecue. It just adds a little something to whatever you're cooking. It doesn't have to be Korean. It doesn't have to be even Asian, as you're going to see In this video, I use it on a ton of things, from scrambled eggs that you saw in the start of this video, to these little tuna appetizers and sort of tuna poke bowls that we had for lunch one day. Then I use it on absolutely everything, like I said, on eggs, on tuna, on poke bowls, on pasta, on avocado toast, on 2-minute noodles. There are literally so many different ways you can use it. It just adds a little bit of flavor and brings up your food to a next level, and it is so moorish and delicious and crunchy. I literally eat it from the packet just straight. It is that delicious. Next up, I have a recipe that is kind of TikTok inspired. You see it all over TikTok and also on Instagram. And that is the next level 2-minute or ramen noodles. And that is taking a basic packet of 2-minute or ramen noodles and just taking them and making it that next level. So you just boil the noodles as per usual, and then I just add kind of half of the seasoning pack and then sort of set the noodles aside drained. I like to keep the noodles and the soup separate and eat them separately. I know some people eat the noodles with the soup mixed in, but I like them separately. And then you just take a little bit, I'm using some Korean red chili paste, a little bit of oil, and then just sauteing some onion and garlic. That just boosts up the flavor and just takes a simple packet of 2-minute noodles and just makes it that next level. I also had some Korean noodle sauce, some japchae sauce that I use, and I just popped that in, again, just to take it that next level. And again, I eat my noodles and soup separately, so I can kind of make the noodles a slightly different flavor to what the noodle soup base is. And as you can see, this cooked in the time it took to soft boil an egg, so it did not take long at all. And then this time we're going in with the Kim Nori Korean crispy seaweed in the chili flavor. I made these noodles for Jake as an after school snack one day, so they are in the chili flavor. That looks delicious. It's a bit spicy for you. Yeah, I do. Now, even though this chili flavor might be too spicy for Riley, I did make him his own mild 2-minute noodle cup, and he prefers the Kim Nori crispy seaweed in natural and barbecue flavor. Now this next recipe that I've been wanting to try is again something that I've seen on Instagram and TikTok, and it is taking leftover ramen or 2-minute noodles and making them into little omelette pancakes. Now these turned out delicious, but I think I know how I can make them better, and that would be to add flour or a savory pancake type mix to make it more pancakey than just omelette. They were really delicious and the boys loved them. Jake especially loved these, but I think I've found a product in our local Korean Mart, which is right down the road from us very conveniently. Korean pancake mix, Riley. Chicken fry batter mix. And it's just like a savory pancake base, which I think would make it more like corn fritter kind of texture than just omelette. actually made these as a savory breakfast option one day, and as I mentioned, the boys really loved them. And I get a lot of questions about this. How do your kids have such diverse palates? How do they eat everything? And I guess one thing is, one, I don't really give them any choice. They get what they're given. You get what you get and you don't get upset. But I guess one way is to offer them something that you know that they'll like. Like Riley loves avocado toast, he loves scrambled eggs. No problem, he will eat that pretty much all day, every day. But then if he sees his brother eating something a little bit different, or me, I just try and offer it to him without forcing or making a big deal about it, and just say, just try a little bit of that on that. If you like it, you like it. If you don't worry about it then. And 9 times out of 10, he absolutely loves it, like he did with the barbecue flavor and the natural flavor. The seaweed flavor was a bit strong for him, and the chili was too spicy, obviously. But that's how you get them to try something. When they see you eating it and enjoying it, or if they see an older sibling eating it and enjoying it, then they're going to be curious and try it too. I think the thing is, don't make a big fuss about it and just offer it and introduce it like in a little bit, like a little taste test. And then it's like, oh, that's actually pretty tasty. Well, that was delicious. So now that the delicious and fun part of this video is over, the cooking is done, there is the inevitable cleanup that comes with a week of cooking and trying new recipes and being back in the kitchen. Even though you clean as you go and you wipe everything down, you still definitely need to do a really nice deep clean. I try to do this at least once a week, typically on a Monday or whichever day I have got my grocery delivery scheduled to come into the house, just so the kitchen can be nice, fresh, clean and organized, ready to take in all those new groceries. So that is what we're doing for the second half of this video. We are going to get in and give this kitchen a nice, deep, thorough clean. Now my house and my kitchen in particular were a little bit messier than usual with all of the extra cooking that I've been doing this week. Plus Riley was home from school. He had a little injury. He went to school Monday, Tuesday, but was home from Wednesday. So just having that extra person around, you know, extra snacks, extra cooking, extra food, extra busyness in the kitchen and the house in general, it just kind of made things get a little bit out of control. But we were just like, draw a line in the sand, get this picked up, get back on track and get it sorted out before the weekend so that we can just enjoy the weekend with a nice clean kitchen and then just pick up generally throughout the house. That's what I always like to do. Generally, I will keep on top of things and keep the house picked up, you know, every day pretty much. But when some things out of the ordinary happen, you just kind of have to put your attention where it needs sometimes, and in this case, it wasn't the kitchen. Now I have to admit, it wasn't totally out of hand. It was just pretty much picking things up, putting away some clean dishes, emptying the dishwasher, restacking the dishwasher, and just generally putting everything away. There were some things which had just been kind of dumped in the kitchen that didn't belong there. So definitely taking care of that. And then once everything was picked up out of the way, it was time to give it a really, really good and thorough spray down. Now you'll see in this video that I take absolutely everything off. Every counter, the counters behind where the stove is, the bench top island, everything comes off and it gets a big, good spray down. Now recently I've just been using a little DIY concoction that I've been making myself. For the kitchen, I pretty much just use a diluted dishwashing detergent, similar to the Dawn Power Wash or the Fairy Power Wash, or there's a couple of others that I've noticed here in Australia that have come out sort of copycat similar of the same thing. You can make it yourself for, I don't know, maybe $1 or so. I bought a reusable spray bottle from Target for $5 and I use the Earth's Choice. I think it's a 1 litre and it's about $2 for that size. So it is super, super economical. And honestly, nothing really gets rid of grease and kitchen grime better than dishwashing detergent, I don't think. So if you haven't already given it a go and made your own DIY power wash, similar to that really famous shower cleaning DIY where you have dishwashing detergent, vinegar and water in a spray bottle, This one is just pretty much dishwashing detergent and water. You can add in essential oils if that's your thing, or if you don't have a granite benchtop, potentially you could add in vinegar. I don't like the smell of vinegar cleaning. I don't like it throughout my house at all, so I just used the dishwashing detergent and water, and it works absolutely fine. The one thing that I would say to be mindful of is how concentrated you make it, depending on how sudsy or foamy your dishwashing detergent is. You don't want to make it too foamy that it's creating a lot of suds and makes it difficult to wipe down, but you want to make it concentrated enough so that it still does cut through all the grease and grime as well. As you can see, I have just sprayed it directly onto the stove top stainless steel. It works on every single surface that you can think of. It is super gentle on your hands, definitely no harmful fumes or anything like that. Splashback, grease and grime, easy, cuts through everything. Definitely recommend giving it a go. Now, this range hood, I peeled off the stickers because it's obviously brand new and I just haven't ever taken them off since we moved in here. I actually just run those through the dishwasher and that's how I clean them. I haven't cleaned them since we've been here, so they were definitely due for a little wash. If you just pop them out, run them through the dishwasher, and then they are good to go straight back in. There's no washing, no rinsing, no fuss, no scrubbing of anything. They come out perfectly clean. It never ceases to amaze me, even the cleanest looking kitchen, when you get up and close and personal in the cabinet fronts and in all the nooks and crannies, all the little ledges where crumbs collect, just how dirty it can be even from a distance. Your kitchen looks nice and clean. You get in and you start cleaning those cabinet doors and you will notice all those fingerprints, all those little drips and spills of food. Now, my absolute favorite product for cleaning stainless steel sinks is definitely cream cleanser, but when you're using one product and just trying to get through it as quickly as possible with a clean, simple, easy, this honestly did the trick just perfectly. If I wanted to do a super deep thorough clean of the drain, I would definitely go in with a cream cleanser, but this little DIY, just spray bottle, dishwashing detergent, water, spray it all around everywhere. One product, you just can't beat it. The inside of the dishwasher door and the sides is definitely another area that is often neglected. I definitely recommend, if you haven't done it in a while, put that on your cleaning list to do next time you give your kitchen a clean. Very random question, but I'm just curious to know if you prefer music with lyrics in it in the soundtrack section, or if you prefer instrumental like this video has today. Please let me know in the comments below, because I get a lot of comments, usually very, very positive, about the music selection that I have. And you might notice that these are all music tracks that I usually use in my videos, but they're just the instrumental versions without any of the lyrics in them. Now, I mentioned a lot recently on my channel that I'm really trying to cut down on the amount of cleaning products. So I have been very, very good, not buying any new ones, not buying duplicates, just buying what I'm actually out of. And you'll see in this video, a lot of these things I've run out of. So I was down to my last dishwashing tablet. I think I had about 4 or 5 washing detergent pods left, and used up my last of the disinfectant that's in that little yellow bottle. So definitely have been really good, and I'm just really happy with how I'm using up all the cleaning products around the house, and then just using that simple DIY wherever possible. So guys, that about wraps it up for today's cook and massive kitchen deep clean video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. As always, it always helps out my channel a ton. Let me know in the comments below the videos that you want to see on this channel. Be sure you stay tuned to the next edition of the Sunday Diaries, which is my weekly vlog that I've been doing this year. It'll be out on Monday this week, because we're doing a few fun things on the weekend that I wanted to include, so I need some time to obviously edit those into the weekly vlog before it goes up. But this is a little extra video for you to get you through till then. I have another fun video planned for next week for Valentine's Day, or Galentine's Day, so also make sure you're subscribed and put the notification bell on so you don't miss any new uploads. That's going to be a super fun video. So I hope you have a fabulous weekend, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.